Have you ever wondered why two people can love each other deeply, yet feel desire completely differently? Why one person's passion rises like a spark catching fire, while the other's builds like a slow-burning flame that grows hotter and hotter with every emotional touch? Why do men often feel desire as something immediate, like a sudden pull, while women experience it as something layered, emotional, and awakened only when the moment feels right? And more importantly, what happens when these two rhythms collide, clash, or finally align? After years observing human connection from inside the adult entertainment world, not the physical acts, but the psychology, the emotional patterns, the ways people respond to desire, one thing became clear: men and women are not opposites. They are two rhythms that can create a symphony when understood correctly. This is not a conversation about technique. This is a conversation about how desire feels, how it grows, how it peaks, and how two people can create emotional intensity so powerful it feels like a shared high. Today, we dive deep into the real differences between male and female sexual desire, not through cliché, not through stereotypes, but through raw emotional truth. 1. The male desire. Blueprint: fast, direct, and powerfully visual. Male desire is often described as simple, but that's not true. It's direct, yes. But beneath that directness is a complex storm of biology, ego, emotion, confidence, and instinct. Men often experience desire the way lightning strikes: sudden, sharp, unmistakable, and driven by an immediate internal reaction. They don't need time to warm up. The body reacts first, the emotions arrive after. Visual cues matter: the way someone moves, smiles, laughs, or carries themselves. It's not objectification, it's wiring. Men respond to presence, confidence, and energy the way fire responds to oxygen. 2. The emotional undercurrent. Men don't talk about. But here's the part people misunderstand. Behind that fast spark hides something emotional and vulnerable. When a man feels desired, admired, or appreciated, his desire deepens. His confidence rises. His passion grows stronger, more focused, more connected. His high point, his emotional climax, isn't physical. It happens when he feels wanted. This is something rarely said out loud, yet absolutely true. 3. The downfall of fast-burning desire. Because a man's desire rises quickly, it can also fluctuate quickly. Stress, rejection, feeling inadequate, unresolved emotions, insecurity, all can dim desire instantly. Men are not always ready. They are always responsive, meaning their desire depends on the signals they perceive. This explains why emotional connection makes men more confident and more intensely passionate. And now we come, the female desire blueprint: slower, deeper, and rooted in emotion. If male desire is a spark, female desire is a tide. It rises gently, layer by layer. But once it rises, it becomes powerful, overwhelming, and emotionally consuming. 1. A woman's desire begins long before the moment. For women, desire often begins in the mind through tone of voice, through anticipation, through emotional safety, through small signals of affection, through the energy of connection. A woman's body does not react until her mind feels ready. Her emotions are the ignition key. 2. The slow-building wave. Women rarely leap into high desire instantly. Instead, it builds in layers: curiosity, attraction, comfort, trust, excitement, emotional intimacy. When these elements stack together, desire becomes overwhelming. The kind of desire that feels like warmth spreading through the entire being. Her high point, her emotional peak, is when she feels understood, not rushed. 3. When women shut down emotionally, just as quickly as desire rises, it can disappear. Causes include feeling pressured, negative tone, unresolved conflict, lack of emotional safety, a moment that feels too rushed, a partner who isn't present emotionally. Women need presence more than performance. When presence is missing, desire withdraws. Next, when their two worlds collide, misunderstandings that create distance. The biggest problem couples face isn't a lack of desire, it's the mismatch of desire rhythms. Men often misread slow as uninterested. Women misread fast as only physical. Both interpretations are wrong. Men feel desire like an impulse. Women feel desire like a story. Men want reassurance through action. Women want reassurance through connection. The real issue? Timing. When both rhythms align, intimacy becomes electrifying. When they don't, both partners feel disconnected, frustrated, or insecure. But the truth is, neither rhythm is wrong. They just need to learn how to dance together. The psychology of desire, the real engine behind passion. Despite the differences, men and women share one powerful truth. Desire begins in the brain, not the body. For men, it's triggered by visual cues and emotional validation. For women, it's triggered by safety, anticipation, and emotional connection. This is why emotional high points feel almost euphoric for both genders. High desire comes from feeling chosen, feeling valued, tension, built slowly, presence, intimacy that feels both exciting and safe. When two people connect emotionally at the same moment, the result is intense, addictive, unforgettable. The emotional climax, the high point that makes intimacy unforgettable. We cannot describe physical acts, but the emotional peak is what people really remember. For men, the emotional peak feels like being desired, being admired, feeling masculine and appreciated, feeling emotionally accepted, seeing a partner respond with openness. It's a rush, an emotional explosion of connection and power. For women, the emotional peak feels like feeling understood, feeling safe while still excited, feeling cherished, feeling emotionally synchronized, feeling the moment build gradually. It's warmth spreading through their entire emotional core. These emotional high points are powerful, intense, and unforgettable, and they do not require explicit description to be felt by the audience. This is where desire becomes not just physical attraction, but a profound connection. How to bridge the gap. Practical, safe advice for couples. Below are YouTube safe, deeply emotional, non-explicit tips to help couples align their desire rhythms. 1. Slow the beginning. Speed is the enemy of connection. Men peak early, women peak slowly. When the start is gentle, both rhythms align naturally. 2. Talk about desire before the moment, not during it. A 2-minute conversation earlier in the day can create hours of anticipation. Anticipation is the strongest form of desire. 3. Create the right emotional atmosphere. For men, this builds excitement. For women, this builds safety. Good energy, stronger desire, deeper emotional connection. 4. Presence is more important than skill. Being emotionally there amplifies desire more than anything else. Your attention is the most powerful aphrodisiac. 5. Build tension intentionally. Desire grows when you pause, you let silence linger, you hold eye contact, you communicate softly, you create anticipation. Tension is the emotional foreplay both genders need. 6. Validate each other. A simple compliment can ignite desire instantly. 7. End with warmth. After emotional intensity, the body relaxes, but the heart connects deeper. A gentle touch, a soft voice, or a sincere embrace turns passion into bonding. And here's the truth most people never hear. When male desire and female desire finally synchronize, the connection becomes so powerful, it feels like a shared emotional climax. Two people breathing in the same rhythm. Two hearts rising at the same pace. Two energies merging into one experience. But how do you keep that spark alive long-term? How do you make desire grow stronger with time instead of fading? In the next video, the secret psychology of long-term passion. Why some couples lose desire and others grow more addicted to each other.